Hey, God bless you, Woman Develop. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I miss you all so very much. I just want to say thank you for your prayers, for your support during my time of loss last week. God is our strength. God is our support. God is everything. So continue to pray for my family during this time. Truly, it was a blow, but nevertheless, God gives a peace that surpasses all understanding. We are making our way through this. So thank you again for your prayers. Now, I want to talk to you about this storm that we had last week Monday to be exact. I don't know where you were or if you were affected by it, if you were in safe places in the house, or if you had to drive through it like I did. And in driving through it, I did become a little fearful. I'm going to talk about that. I became very afraid because of what I saw and what I was experiencing. So have you ever been in the midst of something and you were wondering if you ever were going to come out of it? Or you were in it so deep and so heavy and everything, you were feeling it all and you said, how am I going to make it out? That's how I felt last week. I was coming back from Philly, and give you a little story before I give you some insight. So I was heading back from Philly. My son was at a leadership academy for 4 days. So I was commuting him back and forth for those days. So this one particular day, which was the first day, we came and we went. So as we were coming back, the sky was clear. It was 91 degrees outside, 105 as it felt. And I heard on the radio when we were in Philly and that alert to say, okay, there's a storm in effect until a certain time. I think it was 5:45. So I figured, okay, I'll beat the storm. I'll be home before the storm actually is in full effect. And wrong. I rolled right through it. I went 95, 295, 195 and got off in Jackson, and Lord knows, I said, what is going on? I felt like the Wizard of Oz and the storm that Dorothy was in. So as I was driving, there was a great downpour. There was so much debris that was hitting my SUV, and I started to become terrified. I really became terrified when I saw 2 trees come down right before me. Before I got to the mark in the street, it was like simultaneously one tree, then another tree. And I said, Lord, what am I going to do? There was a pickup truck that was right before me. It stopped. The other cars on the other side of the road stopped. People started turning around, going in the opposite direction. I guess they were like, wherever I have to get to, I'm going to get to. And so I almost froze to say, well, I'm just going to stay here. But that was not even an option. So nevertheless, the vehicle that was before me, and some of you who know the Jackson area, there are some places in Jackson where there are no sidewalks. You could just go right up on the on the grass and keep it moving. So this pickup truck did just that. Guess it stopped for a moment. We all stopped for just a split second. He went up to the grass, and guess what your girl did? I went right behind him and I kept going. But while I was going, I now dialed my husband on the phone. I'm like, call Poppy on mobile. And so my husband gets on the phone and I start telling him, you'll never believe what I'm experiencing right now. He said, calm down, calm down. I'm praying, trying to talk to him. And he said, calm down. We have these trackers on our phone. It's a family app. I think it's Family 360, something of that sort. So we're able to see where we're located. And he tracked me. He was like, okay, you are right before the storm. Keep driving. Don't go back in the opposite direction. I said, no, you don't understand what I'm experiencing, what I'm seeing. I'm just going to turn around. Why did I want to turn around? Because where I was before I entered the storm was sunny. But not knowing that I was going to go back to the worst part of the storm. Somebody catch this. So he said, keep going, keep going. The worst of the storm is behind you. You're riding right out of it. I know it don't feel like it, but you are. I said, you don't understand what I'm seeing. If I saw 2 trees fall down and the downpour is still going and the debris is still hitting my car, the winds are shaking me back and forth, how am I going to make it? And I was about 20 minutes away from home. He said, trust me. Now, some of you may be in storms, have been in storms, but I'm talking to those who are in storms right now. Those of you who are experiencing the winds, those of you who are experiencing the debris, those of you who are experiencing what it seems like the worst of the storm, I'm here to say you have to keep moving and progressing. You have to get to the place that God is calling for you. Now, me calling my husband, I'm going to typify him for just a moment. He was the voice of God, the Spirit of God to say, keep going. I know what you see. And that's what we talk about. The things which are seen are temporal. It was just a temporal thing, but I thought it was an eternal thing. This is it. I can't take it. And sometimes those storms that rage, they are so tumultuous. They're boisterous. The winds are howling and you feel like this is it. I can't take another blow to my body. I can't take another blow to my spirit. I can't take another blow to my head. I can't take another blow. I can't experience anything else. But I'm here to say that the worst part of the storm is over. You may be experiencing some things, but you're coming out. You're moving in the right direction. You're moving in the right direction. So as he had to keep speaking that to me and keep rehearsing that to me, even though I was experiencing what I thought was the worst of the storm and what I thought was never going to end, he said, keep moving. So it doesn't matter if it's a gradual move, if it's a speedy move, you have to keep moving because you will come out of the storm. The storm was never meant to destroy you. The storm was never meant to take you out. The storm was never meant to annihilate you, but the storm was meant to let you see that, listen, you can do it. When I saw that pickup truck go up on that grass, I said, oh, I can do it. So there have been people who have gone through the storm or going through the storm right along with you. And guess what? They're going to keep moving. You keep moving. You trust that what God is speaking to you, that it is truth. So my husband wasn't in the car with me, in a sense. My husband was not in the car with me to see it with the natural eyes that I was seeing it in. But he saw it from a different view. He saw it, okay, from the radar. He saw it from a different plane. Like God is seeing it from a different plane, from a different view. He sees you right in the midst. But he's saying, I'm bringing you out. He's seeing you right in the midst, but he's saying, I'm telling you, what's behind you is the worst part of it. What's before you is the blessing. So as I continue to drive, the sky opened up. Not that it was bright sunny, but the clouds that were there, the winds that were blowing, the debris that was coming back and forth, it subsided. And so then I get to the point to say, oh, you were right. Sometimes it's hard to say you're right, God, or you're leading me in the right direction when we're still experiencing it. But I'm here to tell somebody to trust, to believe. It's not always going to be like what you're experiencing, but listen to his voice, heed his voice, be sensitive to the Spirit of God. Because I know there are some storms, even spiritually, that have arisen and that are arising, but nevertheless, it was never meant to destroy you. Be like Jesus. Peace, be still. So we have that authority to to be still within me. So as my husband began to speak, I had to calm myself to say, if I'm going to make it through this, I'm going to make it through with peace. If I'm going to make it through this, I'm going to make it through now, knowing that I'm able to do it. And so that's what kept me driving and not moving and going in the opposite direction. So allow your peace to be still. Allow your faith and your trust to lead you forward and to not go back. I love you all. Again, I am so glad to just be on your screen today. God has truly been a great anchor to me and a great strength, and may he be the same to you. I love you all. God bless you. I will see you soon.